There have been reports around the office that you have been talking baby talk.
Why would people say that?
Well, I have it on good authority that you said the following. You read that back to me?
Andy have a boo-boo tummy.
Mm-hmm.
He calls turtles shell beavers.
Well, that's what they should be called.
They're green. Beavers are brown.
Definitely, we've had this argument, and we've agreed to now talk about it in front of us.
It's Hard-Headed Sports with Spinney and Fetty Bus. Famous for their podcasts, you can now catch them right here on the Al Travis Show.
We've got him today. Bus with us. Bus, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing great. How are you?
Good. Folks who do not know, you're one of the big coaches up there at Bethany Lutheran College with the Vikings and the men's basketball team. You're kind of on a bit of a roll. What do we have happening this last week? What do we got this weekend?
We took a loss last night to
Bus, I'm sorry.
To a really good Warford team from Iowa. They got some good size and athleticism, and ultimately that was too much for us. They kind of killed us in the paint, but that's all right. We were on a 5-game win streak, and they're a tough team. We just didn't play our best. They caught us on an off night for us. So now we are off. We have Christmas break until the 29th. Then we are down at Loris College for a little holiday tournament on the 29th and 30th.
When does conference play start? This is it. You've got 4 conference championships, 3 in a row. You're looking for a 4-peat here. When does that all start?
After the holiday tournament, actually. So
okay.
We will 29th and 30th are the last non-conference games, and then the first conference game, I believe, is on January 7th. So.
All right, fair enough. Good luck. Let's talk some of the big news stories today in sports. We really shouldn't start with the Twins, I wouldn't think, but we're going to real quick because I don't know what is in this. The Twins have announced how the new management is going to happen. They've sold some minority interest into the Twins. Tom Pohlad has taken over for Joe Pohlad as the lead guy. I don't know if that changes your life much. Does that do much for you? I don't know the difference between the two of them. Couldn't pick them out in the lineup.
I'm assuming they have the same philosophy on team spending, so I don't think it changes anything.
So the Glick Family Investment Group got in. So did a guy named George Hicks. Don't have a clue. And then a guy named Craig Leopold. He's the majority owner of the Wild. This is where I think it gets interesting. As I understand what's going on here, is the Twins are really upset with this $500 million they are in the hole with your Minnesota Twins. They've owned it since, I don't know, 84 or some crazy number like that. Spent $44 million on it. Yeah, it was 84. $44 million on it. They tried to sell it, didn't get $1.5 billion for it, and they're upset about this $500 million. Well, evidently this group that just came in is picking up most of that tab and has made the Twins very happy. I like this thing with the Wild guy, don't you? I mean, there's a guy who, the Wild spend money, right?
Yeah, and make trades. They're not afraid they're not afraid to go after it a little bit.
So when I read you all that, and again, I don't have anything to do with the Glick family or the George Hicks guy. I mean, they're just big money guys. They're from Minnesota, as I understand it. Does this make you happy, sad? Is this something we can at least, is this enough to start buying season tickets for?
No, I would say not.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Unfortunately, like you said, they are still minority owners, so the Pohlads still have final say and roster control and everything we do, hiring GMs and whatnot. So they ultimately have the final say, and I do believe that Tom Pohlad, or whatever you said his name was, he told the media that he's in it for, in quotes, the long haul. So we're still stuck with this philosophy. But yeah, I mean, the owner of the Wild has said that we've struggled based off the fact that we don't spend money, right? So hopefully he can get in their ear a little bit to make some more moves. So I like that he's in the building at least and gives them a different perspective.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, let's move over to the Minnesota Wild. The Timberwolves real quick. I tried hard to watch the game last night. I'm not going to lie. I had it on. Other things came on, including the President of the United States. I turned into that. I couldn't turn back the Wild game, or the Timberwolves game. Here's why. There was no one on the court. Ant was still out. What's his name? Mike Conley, he was out. On the other side, Jay Morantz was out. Zach Edey was out. There were nobody on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't worth watching, and our Minnesota Timberwolves could not do what they should have done, beat up on these guys. They ended up losing last night to the Grizzlies 116-110. I'm glad I didn't spend any more time on it.
Yeah, we didn't do very well with our shot selection throughout the game, and just couldn't buy any buckets when we had good shots, too, for that matter. And the rebounding, they did end up only out rebounding us by 2, but it felt like they were just killing us on the glass for the majority of the game. I mean, we gave up 20 and 10 to Jock Lawndale off the bench for the Grizzlies. Like, when you give up a performance like that to a dude like that, you're probably going to lose the game. So
Yeah.
we did not play very well. So not good to see because the Grizzlies are a very mediocre team, especially with Ja out.
Yeah.
We head into to our next game Friday, which is the Thunder on national TV. So we got to get things rolling. I know we said that on Tuesday. We're going to figure out what this Wolves team is made of as we approach the new year here with the Thunder, Bucks, Knicks, Nuggets. 3 of our next 4 games. Very tough.
Okay. When you say that, what is your feeling on it? You're a coach, for heaven's sakes. If you're going to lose a game to the Grizzlies, and again, Ant wasn't in, I understand that. But now you have Oklahoma City, Milwaukee, New York, Denver. What do you think would be even the likelihood of us winning 2 out of those 3? Or maybe 1 out of those 3. 4, sorry.
Honestly,
2 out of 4.
Frankly, we could lose all 3 of those tough games. I think we could still beat the Bucks without Ant, but if Ant's not playing in any of these games, I don't know if we can beat the Knicks, Nuggets. Definitely not the Thunder without Ant.
Yeah.
So he needs to be healthy and playing in these games for us to have a chance. And 2 of them are on national TV. We play on Amazon for the Thunder game, and the Nuggets game is on Christmas Day on ESPN.
Yeah.
So.
Well, do you think that happens? I mean, you say if Ant's not in, we even have a chance. I mean, if Ant's in, we have a chance, right? But would you put your money down on it? Is my point. This team is not impressing me. Losing games they should win, and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just the classic Timberwolves right now. I think we always play down to our competition early in the regular season. Seems like we always just flip the switch come January and February. So I hate to just wait for that moment because they just got to get it figured out. So hopefully Anthony Edwards can come back and they can get it going. I haven't heard any more on in regards to his injury, so I really have no idea if he's going to be playing these games or not. So.
Sore right foot is what I get.
Yeah.
What do you think when the coach goes off, though, talking about how awful that game was? Is that okay for a coach to say that publicly? Finch came out and said, this is terrible. It was bad decision-making, bad choices for what shots were taken, I mean, he unleashed on these guys. Is that all right with you publicly? Or do you leave that for the locker room?
No, I think that's okay thing to do from Finch. I mean, he's trying to hold these guys accountable, and I know he's doing the same in the locker room too. So it's not like it's something where he's not even saying this to them personally and then just ripping on them to the media.
Yeah.
So I totally okay a media call out. That's totally acceptable in my eyes, and hopefully he can get the leaders. Julius Randle, Gobert, McDaniels, these vets on our team. Hopefully they can get them going a little bit.
And what do you see as far as this? We're almost a third of the way through the season already. It's amazing how fast this goes. And you look at the teams ahead of us: Houston, San Antonio, who San Antonio actually beat Oklahoma when Victor's in the game. Watch out. LA's a good team, so is Denver. Does Minnesota even make it to the Western Conference, the finals?
Yeah, nothing is given in the Western Conference, as you know. It is an absolute gauntlet. I do believe the top 6 is just kind of like its own little tier. It really falls off after us. We're currently the 6th seed. I mean, the 7th seed are the Suns. I know they're playing well. Warriors, they've been struggling, are the 8th seed. So, it really, really falls off after us. But Houston, Spurs, LA, Denver, OKC, all above us. All elite teams. And for that matter, as long as OKC is in the Western Conference and as good as they are, it's their conference to lose, honestly.
Well, yeah, obviously the way they've been playing, who's gonna knock them off in any kind of series?
Right. The Nuggets with Jokic, they'll obviously always have a chance. So
yeah,
those 2 teams are kind of levitating above, I think. And the Rockets kind of play a unique style just because of how big they are across the board. They just got 7-footers everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think they could make an interesting series with the Thunder just because of the contrasting styles. But other than that, they're kind of, OKC and Denver are just kind of their own tier, and everyone's playing catch up right now.
All right, sounds good. Now, let's go to break here, and we'll talk some Minnesota Vikings after this. We've got them hard-headed sports, Finney and Fetty Bus. Today, we've got Fetty. More right after this.
Chanhassen Dinner Theater's gift cards make perfect holiday gifts because everyone loves the gift of live entertainment used for any current or upcoming show, incredible concerts, Stevie Ray's Comedy Cabaret, or main stage musicals like White Christmas, or the upcoming high-rolling Broadway hit, Guys and Dolls. Chanhassen Dinner Theater's gift cards are available in any amount, never expire, and are always the right size and color. Easy too. Order by phone or online at chanhassendt.com. Chanhassen Dinner Theaters, always entertaining you.
Think about it. A famous politician once said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts." But in a world full of AI and fake news, where can Minnesotans find the facts? Center of the American Experiment is Minnesota's go-to source for fact-based analysis and common sense solutions for taxes, energy, public safety, and our kids' education. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
I want to talk to you about saving a veteran's life this holiday season by giving to the Bravo Zulu House. This year, more than 6,000 veterans have taken their lives, leaving their families devastated this Christmas. Veteran suicide can be stopped, but we must fund solutions like the Bravo Zulu House right here in Minnesota, the only all-military sober home helping veterans with PTSD. Please save a veteran's life by donating today at bravozuluhouse.org.
A as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
I've got him, Fetty Bus from Hardheaded Sports. Get him wherever you get your podcast. Fetty, I hadn't thought about it until you brought it up, that we played Denver on, the Timberwolves played Denver on Christmas Day, and I looked and you are 100% correct. How bad is Christmas Day going to be for sports fans in Minnesota?
Because we got 2 games or what?
Besides that game, the Minnesota Vikings Detroit game is also going to be played on Christmas Day.
Yeah, on Netflix, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think, yes, it is. Both our teams, both of them got to win, or it's going to be a bad Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love the fact that we get to watch our own team on Christmas Day. I think that's kind of exciting that we're playing at home. I think the NFL is kicking themselves a little bit here, though, because you look at the Christmas Day games, you could tell that was kind of planned before the season to be good games, but now it's like the Cowboys Commanders play. Both those teams are out of the playoffs. Broncos Chiefs, no Mahomes anymore. They're also eliminated from the playoffs. Lions are fighting for their life, I guess, but we're out of the playoffs too. So it's like a bunch of teams that aren't necessarily playing for anything, really.
It's kind of like the last game of the season for us against Green Bay, right? Oh, the clash of the Titans, and this will be something. And both could be probably eliminated by the time we even get to that ball game. And they haven't even determined the time of that game yet, which is weird. But you're okay with that, huh? I don't know if I want to, how do I put this? You're having a good morning. You're doing your thing. You probably get together with some family. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be sitting and watching TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's an all-day thing. I mean, the NBA has, 5 games that day?
Yeah, and I don't even know what time is the...
We play at 8:30. We're the final game.
Well, then we'll have the whole day of watching sports then. That'll be great.
Yeah. So, the first game, I believe, is at 11 a.m. or noon or something, and it's literally nonstop all day. I actually am a huge fan of NBA on Christmas Day because all the games are really good, and especially this year, the matchups are tremendous this year. So I'm really looking forward to it, honestly.
All right, fair enough. Let's talk your Minnesota Vikings. Do they have to do much to beat the New York Giants? What are they, 2-12 or some crazy number? We don't have to do much, but you fall flat on your face here. This is really a bad sign for us. We have to go kick some butt here, right? Sunday?
Yeah, we definitely got to get this win. The biggest concern, I guess, would be their front seven on the defensive end. They do have a very, very good defensive line, so our offensive line has to be on top of its game to give JJ as much time as possible, because if they're getting to JJ and creating pressure back there in the pocket, JJ will struggle, frankly. So that would be my biggest concern, but I think our defense should win the game by itself, basically.
All right, so let me ask you this. Any win is a win. Got it. We're on a 3-game winning streak. What do you think JJ has to do for people to say, okay, he's our guy? I mean, he's got 2 wins. They're not good teams. This is not a team where he's going to get a lot of credit for beating them. Does he have to get to 300 yards passing? What does he have to do to start getting some people to pull back a little bit?
I think just kind of continue this momentum. I think the main thing is just the bad decision-making. So a little bit less of that. We don't want to see some of these brutal interceptions that we've seen throughout the season. Yeah. So I would say just the decision making, continue to improve in that regard, and that would instill some confidence. And if he can, if the Vikings can play a little like playoff crusher hopes, and beat the Lions or beat the Packers at the end of the year, and all of a sudden the Packers are a wild card team instead of the division champs or anything like that, that would obviously help too.
Yeah. Is there a shot in your head with the last minute here? I think we could beat New York and see if we take that. You have the Green Bay Detroit games, or Detroit and Green Bay. They're both here at home. Do you see a scenario we could win 5 in a row going out of this, and JJ now is the quarterback of the future? We rest that aside, get everybody healed up, and let's look at 2026. Any chance we can go 5 in a row?
I don't think about 5 in a row. If I'm being honest, I don't think that's probably possible with this Vikings team, but I do think we're going to win at least one of this Packers or Lions game.
All right.
I do think.
Well, then that's 4 out of 5. That's okay. That's fair enough.
So that's a good way to end the season on a high note, and you just want JJ to just keep getting more confidence, right? Because at the beginning of the year it was not good. He was definitely very low on confidence. So as long as he keeps getting his confidence,
no more gritties going into the end zone, though, right? We don't need that.
No, and KFC definitely doesn't want to see that either. So.
Just get your speed in, get in there, and let's call it. All right, I got to fly. Somebody wants Hard Headed Sports. How do they pick them up, boss?
You can always pick us up on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Appreciate you, my friend. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a national movement that brings together conservatives, liberals, independents, and others to restore trust,